Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a full unboxing, review, demo, and tutorial with all of the items in my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus for February. This is going to be the 5 full-size box for $25, and we're going to go through, try everything out, and see at the end of the day, is it worth the value or would you be better off taking that money and just going to buy something at Sephora? Let's jump into that. If that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching, and don't forget to subscribe because I upload every other day. That'll be the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to jump into my Glam Bag Plus for February with me, stay tuned. Alright, so I did already post about my base glam bag, and the bag is actually the reverse. Instead of being red with pink, it is pink with red hearts. The theme, of course, is still the Ipsy Full Heart. And again, this is the Glam Bag Plus. So we're going to jump into this. There are, in this, 5 full-size products. Technically, there's 6 because there's a bunch of stuff in here, but we're going to be trying that out. I also have the lipstick I did not use in my glam bag video that I'm going to put on today with everything else. So, first thing out of the bag, and I do have the Ipsy app in front of me so I can give you all of the up-to-date info on all of the products. From the brand 111 Skin, which is a brand we've gotten a lot in Ipsy and BoxyCharm, this is the Cryo Pre-Activated Toning Cleanser. Retails for $70. 2-in-1 formula doubles as a daily face wash and toner to help your skin clean, smooth, bright, and balanced in one quick step. 100% cruelty-free. Now, 111 Skin is one of those brands where I've really enjoyed everything I've used, so I will be trying this out. I do say this in all of my skincare videos. There is that little open jar on the back that says after you open this, 12 months later it will expire, and I currently have 2 cleansers open, so when I finish one, this will definitely be next in my rotation. The next product is one that I've actually used extensively in the past. This is from the brand Clean Skin Club, and this is the Vitamin C Brightening Booster. This product retails for $50, and I actually got it way back when in a BoxyCharm box. Vitamin C, along with pineapple, watermelon, and green tea extracts come together in this powerful serum to help fade hyperpigmentation like melasma, sunspots, and acne marks, and boost your skin's glow. This is such a great brand, and I love all of the skincare I've used from both 111 Skin and Clean Skin Club. Again, I don't need a brightening serum right now because I'm currently using the Premier Crew from Caudalie, which uses vinephrine to fade hyperpigmentation as well, so I don't need 2 serums open that do the exact same thing. But again, I have used this in the past, and I will absolutely be using this once I finish my current serum. And the next 3 products are all makeup and brushes, so we're going to use those together on camera today. I am going to go prime my lids off camera just so that I can jump right into the tutorial, so I'll be right back. Alright, because I am doing something very bold on the eyes today, I'm not going to do my foundation or concealer yet. I'll actually do that after I do my eyes. But the next item out of the box comes from the brand, it looks like it's called Ditto. This is the Persephone eyeshadow palette. This is a $29.99 palette, and it is the full-size pretty palette full of pink, berry, and coral shades in a variety of finishes, including matte, cream, shimmer, and glitter that you will love. Highly pigmented, easy to blend and build, and go on super smooth. So we're going to be applying this on the lid today, and I'm actually going to be using, also out of the box, these are a brush trio. This is from Firma Beauty. It is the All in the Details eye set. Retails for $24.99. Add detail to your eyes and lips with this trio of brushes. Each one is ultra precise, so you can tap, blend, and build pigments like a pro. And the last thing I'm going to utilize, which also comes out of the box, this is an eyeliner duo from the brand Beauty For Real. Both of these are existing colors that I actually already have, but I have them in the old packaging. This is in their new updated packaging. This duo retails for $32. It is 2 full-size eyeliners. Who has time to reapply eyeliner? These rich gel formulas are super pigmented, waterproof, and last all day without smearing, smudging, or touch-ups. They are in the shades Night Fever and Heaven's Door, which are a black and a super iridescent pink. So I'm going to use both of those today as well, and I'm going to do all of the eyes with these 3 products. Starting off with the Firma 205 pencil brush, which came out of the trio. I'm going to jump into this shade down here. It is the shade K. It is a very dark plummy pink. It's more on the purple side, but I'm going to load that up on the pencil brush, and I'm going to start by placing that pretty intensely on the outer portion of the eye. Alright, so this brush is super dense, but it isn't picking up a ton of product, so I am actually going to switch over to a different brush It's a little bit denser and a little bit larger. This is the Delium Tools 776. And I'm going to, and maybe this will be a little bit more, yeah, getting a bunch more product. I'm going to start patting that on the outer portion of the eye. And with this, I am actually patting it on where I want it. I'm not blending yet. I am actually having to load up quite a bit of product on my brush. So there's not that there's not pigment in the palette, like it's clearly going on, but you definitely have to get a decent amount of product if you really want a deep, rich intensity. All right, it took quite a bit of building up to really get that product down. So now that there's still product on the brush, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pat out those edges and gently begin blending up just to soften the edge a little bit. I will say is I'm not getting a lot of fallout, so it is working pretty well, but I'm getting a lot of issues. See how this side feels a little darker than this side? I feel like it's taking a lot of building up to get these even. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go into this shade right here, which is a much lighter color, and I'm gonna actually take that on the same brush, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to blend where that meets the lid just to pull the eye together. Next, going back into that dark shade on the tip of the brush, I'm just gonna gently blend where the darker of the two purples meets that lighter color, and just gently blend that out just to keep that gradient together. Into a clean blending brush with this lightest shade up here, I'm gonna take a tiny bit of this color and I'm gonna start under the brow and blend down. And then once I blend down, I'm gonna blend it out and then back up. And that's just gonna give you that soft edge so the shadow is a little bit more blown out and diffused. All right, so the second I went in and started blending that, it started to get a little bit on the patchy and muddy side. So I'm not loving this formula. It's getting a little bit all over the place. So what I'm gonna do now is, do I risk it and use the palette or do I switch to something else? I'm gonna switch to something else. So since we're using the Beauty for Real eyeliners that I like, I'm actually gonna jump into their Golden Hour palette, which came in Ipsy a few months ago. And I'm gonna take this reflective shade right here, Pink Sands, and I'm gonna layer that over the lid. That color is so pretty, and see how it helped to blend a little bit of what was going on in the crease? That is definitely helping make. All right, so I'm gonna call this palette a pass for me. It just did not perform the way I wanted. I'm gonna grab my Huda Beauty Obsessions palette just so that I can grab a purple that I think has a little bit of a better hue to it and performs a little bit better. And I'm gonna pick up this dark purple right here, and I'm just gonna fix what that other palette kind of had an issue with. I'm gonna intensify that purple and just soften that blend so that everything looks a little bit more put together, because that first palette just wasn't performing the way that I would like. And you see how easy this palette is just going on? Definitely makes a difference when you have a shadow with a quality that you like. And you see how easy that fixed it? A tiny bit of that Huda shadow, and it brought everything back together. So I'm gonna go clean up the under eyes, put on my base, and then I'm gonna throw on mascara and a lash, and I'll be right back so that we can grab those liners and finish up the eye look. All right, I am back and time to finish up the eyes. So first thing what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Heaven's Door highlighter, which is the eyeliner, which is a very iridescent pink, and I'm gonna line the inner corner and round that around. What I love about this formula is you can actually use it as a cream shadow, so we really could have lined the whole lid with this, but today we're just gonna use it to highlight the inner corner. Then I'm gonna switch to the other liner, which is the black one, Night Fever, and I'm gonna line the entire waterline. So these liners, you can get a super grungy smoky eye if you buff it out while it's still wet. However, the second it dries down, it does not go anywhere. So I'm gonna actually let it dry down. Then I'm gonna grab that pencil brush I used earlier, and I'm gonna try and give this a second chance, and I'm gonna use the darkest purple that we were using earlier, and I'm just gonna blend around that black. Once I get to the outer corner, I'm gonna make sure to connect it to the upper lid just so that we don't have any disconnection and it gives this uplifted effect to the eye. Switching to the liner brush from the brush set, I'm going to take that exact same color and I am going to just go really close to that liner. And instead of buffing it on, I really want to just intensify that dark purple very close to the lash line so that you get this kind of intensity right here next to the black and then the diffused underneath. And before we go into final thoughts, I did say in my Ipsy Glam Bag video that I would be using that lipstick on camera today. So we are gonna pop on this lip. I hope that it looks good with the pink. Actually, I think that's gonna work really well. And grabbing the last brush out of the brush kit, which is actually a lip brush, instead of lining my lips today, I am just gonna take that lipstick and I'm going to clean up the edges with a lip brush. And normally with a lip like this, I would absolutely put a gloss on top. So I'm gonna grab the Fussy Gloss from Fenty, which is just gonna make the lip a tiny bit pinker, and I'm gonna layer that on top. And now for the final thoughts. So I think everything came together really well. I'm loving how the eyeshadow looks, but it was not because of this palette, it was because of the other two. The palette is going to be the only flop from this box for me this month. I think the brushes did really well once I used them for more of their traditional application. I know I tried going in with this on the lid and it was just a little too dense for what I wanted it, but as far as for the pencil brush on the lower lash, it actually worked out really well. The lip brush was really tight, so it didn't give me an issue feathering. And the liner brush, not typically a shape I use, but really great for getting a nice detail on the lower lash line. As for the liners, I already know that this is one of my favorite eyeliner formulas. I love the way the inner corners look because it's just vibrant enough, and if you want to put it with a shimmer shadow on top, you can absolutely build it up. These work really well for a single color smoky eye. I've actually done tutorials using just the Beauty For Real liners to do a smoky eye, so these are absolutely beautiful. Like I said with the skincare, both of them are brands that I really enjoy, and this product I've actually used and do really like as well. So all in, this was a really good value for a box because there was only one product I didn't like, and it was like the least expensive item in the entire bag. The liners cost more and I liked those more. The brushes were more and I liked those more, and the skincare obviously is gonna be better. So that being said, I definitely think you get your money's worth out of Ipsy this month. I think everything came together really well, especially for that Valentine's Day vibe, and I am a huge fan of how everything looks. So let me know your thoughts down below. As always, I would love to hear what you have to say, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.